Welcome to Daddy's OC Objection.
Hi YouTube, today we're going to be talking about where should you buy products from in China. Not while you're in China, but from China.
Daddy's OC Objection. Daddy's OC Objection.
There are four major
If you're in China.
places to buy from in China. There's Banggood, there's Tomtop, AliExpress, and Gearbest. There may be others, but those are the main ones that I've purchased stuff from. Mainly I buy from Banggood. They have excellent customer service. But recently I bought these two excavators. I bought this one from Tomtop and I bought this one from Banggood. Now, I'm not going to say that it's Tom's fault what this one ended up like, but you have to be aware where you buy from, because maybe their quality control is not so good. And that being said, there were issues with this one that we'll get into and I'll show you. Tomtop did give me a partial refund, but I still can't get the parts that I need. So the refund's great, but I can't even buy the parts that I need to fix it. So we'll get into that right now.
That did not work. Here are X's.
There's X's.
Here are
Excavators. Okay,
Excavator.
let's start with the one I got from Banggood. Here is the WL model excavator I got from Banggood. As you can see, it's got all the decals where they should be, on the back, on the side. And it looks as it looks in the picture. Here is the WL model excavator I got from Tomtop. As you can see, it's missing all the labeling, all the decals except for this one little piece here. Nothing around the back. Which, okay, when I first saw that, I was like, okay, big deal. I don't really care about the decals. But it didn't stop there. The controller with the excavator from Tomtop was finicky. Back and forth, back and forth. It would turn on sometimes, it didn't turn on sometimes. Now I just turned it on and I left it, taped it in the on position. So all I do now is I take the batteries in and out so that I know that it will always turn on. So that was one of the second issue with this. The third and most important issue with the excavator from Tomtop was that when it came, this is the track, and right here is the drive gear. In the gearbox on the bottom, which is hard to see, but here's this side. But in this gearbox right here, the drive gear was snapped in half. So this track would not turn. So, okay, so I contacted Tomtop. Tomtop, as per their shipping agreement, was if I wanted to ship it back for a new one, I would have to pay for shipping. But the cost to pay for shipping wouldn't be worth it. So we just worked out something where they gave me a partial refund so that I can purchase a new drive gear, which as of right now is not available. So this one, basically it works, everything works with the exception of this drive gear. So all I can do is move around in a circle, but all the other functions work. I actually have a video where I kind of reviewed this one with my son, Dax. And, but I guess what we're trying to get to here is
Your hand.
my hand.
Yes.
Is beware of where you buy from. So I've bought a few things from Tomtop without issue. They came, no problems. This is I didn't buy much from them, but this is the first item that I bought from them that came broken. Now they did give me a refund, but it still doesn't work and I can't get the parts. So it's just kind of frustrating. I don't think that this ever should have been shipped out in the first place. It does not look like the model that was advertised. I mean, it is basically the same thing, but it doesn't have the decal marking it as a WL model excavator, like it should. So this, when I first saw it, it kind of looked like, they just grabbed parts and put them together. Like this part is different from this part. So was this a WL model one and this was from another model, and they just kind of slap these pieces together just so that they can send something out and make some money? So is that Tomtop's fault? I don't know. Is it the supplier who supplied Tomtop or their vendor, or however it works? Is it
Their fault?
their fault? Are those the ones that were being kind of misleading? And for all I know, the gear, based on how all the rest of this is and how the transmitter is, for all I know, the gear didn't get broken in shipping. Maybe it was broken when they sent it out. So anyway, to make a long story short, if you're gonna buy from China, I would say buy, not from Tomtop. I would say buy from Banggood. I bought thousands and thousands of dollars worth of stuff from Banggood, and they've always made good on pretty much everything, and pretty much everything came as it was described and as it looked on the site. I don't think I've ever gotten anything that was supposed to look like this, nice and detailed and with the decals, and then it came and it looked like this and had multiple problems. I don't think I've ever gotten anything like that from Banggood to date. And like I said, I only bought a couple things from Tomtop, and this is maybe the 10th thing I bought from Tomtop, and this is what I got. So again, long story short, if you're going to buy from China, buy from someplace reputable, and Banggood for me has been the best. I bought stuff from Gearbest, and I had an issue with something from them, and the hassle, it wasn't straightforward. You couldn't just email it. I forget how it was, but it wasn't just a straight email. Then you had to put put a receipt order for service. It was just a pain in the butt. Where with Banggood, you have an issue, you contact their customer service, they contact you back usually within a day, maybe two, and then they are eager to get the situation resolved as quick as possible. Tomtop did the same, but this should never have been shipped out to begin with. So that being said, shop where? If you're gonna buy from China, shop at. If you're gonna buy from Banggood. If you're gonna shop if you're gonna shop from China, buy at Banggood. I like them.